Man, I know I had some money in the bank. What's going on? Did I spend it or something? I don't know what's going on. Hey, what's up, fam? This your boy Gary B from Mentally Financial. Have you ever been in that situation before? Knew you just got paid, had some money, and then you go to get something that you want and realize that money ain't there? Hey, I can tell you what that problem is. It's your spending. You're probably not doing the proper budget. So we're going to talk about budgeting your money today. All right. We're going to talk about the topic of this show is how to budget your money. So let's get into that real quick. This is your boy Gary B, Mentally Financial. I'll be right back. Peace. Welcome back, family. This is your boy Gary B from Mentally Financial. Thanks for checking out this week's episode. Hey, we're talking about how to budget your money for beginners. Yes, that's why I need y'all to really follow what I'm saying because budgeting is easy, but it can be hard. Okay, so for all of you newbies out there that really want to build your money for the future, definitely check out all my episodes. And all of you out there already having financial issues when it comes to budgeting and spending, please go check out season 1 and 2 and 3 and follow up on what's going on because I'm giving you great information. All right. All of my information comes from the CFPB. All right. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. That's who I get my information from, straight from the source. I'm not sitting here just pulling stuff out of my book. I'll beep it on that one. But anyway, I'm just trying to give y'all good information that y'all can use in 10 minutes or less. Okay. So, in all of these episodes, we're going to talk about money management skills, real life budgeting and money management skills in 10 minutes or less. All right. Today's topic, like I said, let's talk about how to budget your money. Okay. Let's say I take home about $3,000 a month. How can that pay for housing, food, insurance, healthcare, debt repayment, and fun without running out of money? Come on, talk to me. We all been in that situation. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot to cover with a limited amount of money, and this is a zero sum game. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand how that can be an issue sometimes. But I'm telling you, no matter how much money you make, if you put it in the right place and do the right thing with it, you could do a lot for yourself. So to answer that question, it's a simple answer: budgeting. Budgeting is the way to make it happen. All right, you might ask yourself, what is a budget? A budget is a plan for every dollar you have. You heard me say that. Every dollar you have is what the budget sets you up for. It's not magic, okay? But it does represent more financial freedom and a life without more less than stress, all right? So you think about it. If you put your money in the right place, your life would have much less stress in it, okay? So here here's how you can set up or manage a budget. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a few things that we're going to talk about. All right, but before I do that, I want y'all to sit back, take a quick break, because I want y'all to get y'all pencil and paper or however y'all want to do this, because I want y'all to really listen to what I'm saying. Okay, so we're going to take a quick break. I'm gonna let you get what you need to write down these notes or copy these notes, and I'll be right back. This is your boy Gary B, Mentally Financial. What's up, everybody? This is your boy Gary B from the popular podcast Mentally Financial. I get asked all the time, do I do one-on-one sessions or lives? The answer to that is yes. All you got to do is visit me at my website, www.gbronejuniorfinancial.com. Set up a free session and we can talk. Talk with you soon. A new episode of Mentally Financial with Gary B drops every Sunday, 12 p.m. Peace. Welcome back. Welcome back. This is your boy Gary B with Mentally Financial. I hope you got your paperwork ready because we're about to understand the budgeting process. That's what we're about to talk about, y'all. So if you got your stuff ready, these are the things we're going to talk about in understanding the budgeting process. Figure out your after-tax income is number one. We're going to talk about choose a budgeting plan. Number two, we're going to track your progress. Number three, automate your savings. Number four, and practice budget management. Number five. Those are the things that we're going to talk about. All right, let's jump into the first one. The first one, like I said, is figure out your after-tax income. Really simple, y'all. If you know you're getting paid such and such amount of dollars an hour, you know you work so many hours a week, that ends up a number out there, $1,000. You know you made $1,000. Now you know you're not going to bring that $1,000 home because you're in some form of a tax bracket. Now I don't know, everybody's tax bracket is different, so I'm not going to throw any numbers out there, but it's normally from 20 to 40% of your pay goes to taxes. Okay, so let's say all of that is taken out. What you bring home is the money we're talking about. Okay, so you have to figure out the taxes, which you shouldn't have to because it should already be taken out of your check by the time you make it to the house anyway. And if you make those same amount of hours every week, if you work those same amount of hours every week and you make the same amount of money every week, your check should look the same until you get promoted, demoted, or whatever the case is. So that's the first one. Figure out the after tax income. You should already know that. All right. Choose a budget plan. Now, every budget, like I said in all my other videos, every budget doesn't work for everybody. Okay. Um, every budget must cover all of your needs, some of your wants, and this is key, savings for emergencies and the future. You got to think about that, y'all, okay? So when you're putting this together, you have to consider that. What is going to be my budget plan? I got to have my needs out of the way, which everybody should know what their needs are: the rent, insurance, health, whatever, light bill, gas bill, whatever you had. Those are your needs. Then you already know what your wants are: them new Jordans, that new dress, that new purse, that new, car or whatever. Then you have savings. That's one of the most important things you got to think about now when y'all choosing this budget plan. What is your financial goals, pretty much? In a couple of videos coming up, we're going to talk about budgeting plans, examples that include like the envelope system or the zero based budget. Those are just different little plans that you could possibly do that might work for you. We're not going to talk about it in this episode, but we're going to talk about it soon. All right, track, excuse me. Yeah, track your progress. Now, what we mean by track your progress, record your spendings, you know what I'm saying? Or go look at your bank statements, go look at your credit card statements, or however you're spending your money, your debit card or whatever. You have to track it, y'all. If you're not looking at what you're spending, you can never set your budget correctly. So you have to make sure that you're tracking what you're doing. Okay. Now, also automate your savings. I always tell people, let the money go. You put it in the bank, set up a savings account, emergency account, fund account, whatever. Have it automatically come out of your bank account, so you don't have to see it. So you don't have to worry about it if you don't see it. You know what I'm saying? So that's automate your savings. Let the money automatically go over there. Practice budget management. That is a very, very important thing, y'all. Your income, your expenses, and your priorities, changes over time. So we already know that. So you actively have to manage your budget by revisiting it regularly. Okay. Perhaps maybe once a quarter. I do mine, like I said, once a week, once a month, depending on what I'm trying to do. Okay. So that's how I check mine. So you need to practice that. You really, really need to stick to it. Okay. And if you're struggling to stick to your plan, you need to really focus. Okay. So those are the things that I wanted to talk about. Those are the processes of a budget. Figure out your after tax income, choose a budget plan, track your progress, automate your savings, practice your budget management. Okay. Now, like I said, I'm trying to kick it in 10 minutes or less. So the last thing I want to put out there is what I recommend is the popular 50-30-20 budget, okay, to maximize your money. In that way, you can spend 50% for what you know you need, and then you can spend 20%, 30% you put over to your wants, and 20% goes to your paying back your bills. Okay. So that's how you do what you got to do. You got to keep that a track. Okay. So with all that being said, I just want to say I love you. I hope y'all keep following what I'm saying. Do what you got to do to better yourself. All right. So you stick to that. We can always make things happen. This your boy Gary B. Like I always say, I do the research. You just got to follow. Thank you for checking out this week's episode. I hope I dropped a little knowledge on you that you can use. A new episode drops every Sunday at 12 p.m. Google me and you'll find me wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Until the next episode. Peace.